Hello everyone, welcome to Explaining Cells. In this series of videos, we will explore PowerShell and today we will learn about filtering. Up until now, we have worked with whatever the cell provided us without doing much to the output, but sometimes we are required to narrow down the result, and to do that, we need to learn how filtering works in PowerShell. To start this, let's discuss early filtering or filter left. And what is that? Filter left means putting your filtering criteria as far to the left or towards the beginning of the command line as possible. The earlier you can filter out unwanted objects, the less work the remaining commandlets on the command line will have to do. And the cell offers two broad models for filtering. In the first, you tell the commandlet that you are working with to provide you only the items that you require, and if that does not work, turn to the second model where you use a PowerShell core commandlet called whereObject. You can use it to filter any kind of object after you have retrieved it and put it into the pipeline. Now I'll provide an example of the first model. Let's go to the cell. And again we'll work with get process name, and we will list all the process that starts with the letter P. For now we only have one PWSS, that is PowerShell we are working with. But this approach does not always work. For example, if we want to filter the processes with more than 1 GB of memory, the commandlet get process has no way of doing so. So we need to work with whereObject commandlet. Now to work with whereObject commandlet, we first need to learn comparison operators, and PowerShell uses the following comparison operators: -eq or equality, as in 2 equals to, which is true, or hello equals 3, which is false. -yani, not equal to, as in 10 not equals to 5, which is true, or help not equals to help, which is false. -ge and -le, greater than or equal to and less than or equal to, and last -gt and -lt, greater than and less than. And from above examples, we are clear that string comparisons are not case sensitive in PowerShell, so you can use -ceq, -cne, -cgt, -clt, -cge, -cle for case sensitive comparisons. Let's look at some examples in the cell with the following operators. You can type 2 -eq2, you get true. You can type 5 greater than 10 and you get false. You can type hello equals hello, which is true. Now if you want to compare more than one thing at once, you can use the logical operators -and -or. For example, we can do 5 greater than 8 -and 10 less than 9, or let's make it 10 less than 12. This evaluates to false because one of the given conditions is false. Now in addition, there is not operator which reverses true or false. Now let's see an example that uses whereObject. Let's get rid of all processes and keep the ones using more than 100 MB of memory. And I don't know why PowerShell uses the property working set for memory, so we can use get process whereObject placeholder dot working set, which is the memory consumed by each processes, greater than 100 MB. Now hit enter. So here we are saying give me the process where the memory usage is greater than 100 MB. And one thing that might confuse you is the $_ placeholder. Let's see how that is working in this example. Now what is working set? It's one of the properties of the process object, right? So let's run get process and pick one process. Let's pick the one at the top, which is this aggregator host, and let's run get process -name, which is aggregator host, and dot working set. Now hit enter. We got something, right? And it's the memory used by that process. So when get process pipes the process objects one by one to where object command, that $_ placeholder is replaced with the process object received by the where object command. And in the above example, you can simply think that the process holder is replaced by this particular part. And in the end, if that process uses more memory than 100 MB, then that is returned. But if the memory usage is less than 100 MB, that process is discarded and the command works with new process. This process repeats until every process object has been processed. And that's it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.